Okay, so let's talk about present value annuity, and then we'll do a couple of equations. Size, timing, and risk are important. So we need to draw that timeline so we can visualize the size and the timing of the cash flows. So let's just start with this one and say, all right, in time one, a year from now we're going to get $1,000. And we're going to say the interest rate is 10%. How much are you willing to pay me today to get the $1,000 in a year? So in other words, I need to bring this $1,000 back to today. Well, I know the equation, future value equals present value times 1 plus r to the t, or the way I like to do it in this case, I'm trying to find, well, present value is future value over 1 plus r to the t. So just solving that equation. I like to think of it this way: the value in year 0 is equal to the value in year 1 over 1 plus r to the 1. I know it's 1 because 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. Alright, so the $1,000 divided by 1.10 is equal to 909.09. So in other words, what I'm doing is I'm taking this $1,000, I'm going back one step. My step size is the interest rate. I'm going one step, so it's 909.09. So let me show you that one other way here. Instead of saying I'm getting $1,000 in 1 year, let's say I'm going to get $1,000 in 3 years. So it's time 1, time 2, time 3. This is $1,000. I take it back. If I take it back 1 year, it's worth 909.09. Because what did I do? I said the present value is equal to the future value divided by 1.10, which is 9.0909. If I'm taking this 2 back 1 more year, that's going to be worth 826.45. And now I can say the present value is equal to the future value of 909.09 divided by 1.10, which is 826.45. Right, now think about what we're doing. If you had someone give you $826.45 a year from today, let it sit in the bank at 10%. Now remember, the interest rate is 10%. For a year, it would grow to $909. You let that 909 stay in the bank for a year, it would grow to 1,000. So we're just doing the reverse of what we did with the future value. To find present value, I'm just dividing instead of multiplying. So one more step here, 751.31. My present value is now my new future value at 826.45 divided by 1.10, which is the 751.31. Alright, so here's the way I like to think about it. The value today is equal to the value in year 3 divided by 1.10 to the third. Because to get present value, to go backwards, I divide. The interest rate's my step size. I go back 1, 2, 3 steps, so divide by 3. My future value, the value in year 3 was 1,000. That is 751.31. It's important to realize that the reverse is true. So I'll just do this in red. And if I start out today with 751.31 at time 1, that would be worth 826.45. At time 2, it would be worth 909.09, and at time 3, it would be worth 1,000, because I'm taking each one of these is 751.31 times 1.1 is equal to the 826. So I'm going up, multiplying each time by 1.1. Alright, so hopefully that makes some sense. That's kind of the foundation of what we're doing for the rest of finance. Work several problems from the book that look like that to make sure you really get that understood. Now let's torture this equation. Future value equals present value times 1 plus r to the t. Yes, you have to memorize that. If your instructor calls you at 3 in the morning, you should answer the phone. Future value equals present value times 1 plus r to the t. Alright, so I want to solve that for the different variables here. So for present value, it's present value is equal to future value divided by 1 plus r to the t. Okay, if I want to solve this equation for t, I'll do that over here. Future value divided by present value is equal to 1 plus r to the t. Let's solve this for r. Sorry, I'm doing it right. Solve for r. So now I would say future value divided by present value raised to the 1 over t is equal to 1 plus r. Now, how did I do that? Think back to your high school algebra. The base raised to any exponent, if you take that and raise it to 1 over the exponent, it's equal to just the base to the first power. So it's just algebra you did in high school and probably forgot. So subtracting 1 from both sides, future value divided by present value over raised to the 1 plus t minus 1. Okay, so here let's solve for t. So again, I have future value divided by present value is equal to 1 plus r to the t. Now I have to take the natural log of both sides. So natural log future value divided by present value is equal to t times the natural log of 1 plus r. T is equal to the natural log of future value over present value divided by the natural log of 1 plus r. Okay, so if you're looking at that and you're like, I don't know any of that stuff, the algebra scares me, you have to know the algebra, right? You've gone through the classes in high school, you've done it in college, you got to grow up and you got to learn this stuff. You got to know what it is. So if you have trouble with that, go to Khan Academy, and he has all kinds of videos on algebra. Review it yourself. It's not up to your instructor to tell you how to do it. It's up to you to know the basic algebra you're supposed to know coming in. Alright, so go through the book, work every what we call a lump sum time value problem. So if there's just one cash flow today and one cash flow sometime in the future, make sure you've worked all those problems.